So I've been trying to make this video for the last couple weeks and thinking about how I wanted to do it. I probably shouldn't go on about this because the stuff I want to make or talk about in today's video is not really controversial, but it's just kind of done. And I talked about it last week on stream. I think it was last week. I've just been really busy with school, so I can't remember. But I think it was last week on stream. And the YouTube channel I'm going to talk about today is called Think Before You Sleep. Now, I just want to mention this guy, that's admitted on stream. I used to watch his content back when I thought that, reacting to or listening to people shit on women because it wasn't my fault. It was always the women's fault that I was single was the way to go. But, looking back on it now, that I've been in a very happy relationship for the last 2 years, it's obvious that I either A, just didn't find the right girl, or B, needed to work on it myself. Which, I mean, probably B because of the relationship I've been in and what I've learned. But I just think that his content is just super goofy and it's just super wrong. He goes on and on and on about how, women are always bad and, white people are oppressed or just goofy shit. Just to show you some examples, here's some of his titles. The People Who Ruined Twitter, Why Dating in 2022 Sucks. It's insanely goofy. It's just goofy content. But it's not it's high quality, but it's not good. All he does is talk about how women are the worst thing in the world and how he would much rather be nuked and be sent to the Shadow Realm and banished to Valhalla or whatever than ever date a woman, and how the women he's talked to are obviously the right choices when if you hear this guy talk and listen to what he says, it's obvious he's never experienced the touch or even had a woman look at him in his life. It's just really goofy, and it makes me laugh thinking about it. But I wanted to show a video of him reacting to Hasan Piker. For those of you who don't know, he's a political streamer. I don't really agree with everything he says, but Hasan is funny as hell, I think. And he's also on a podcast with I think it's H3H3, and I don't know. It makes me laugh, and it's I like his content, so I watched the whole, I think it was 2.5 hours of him reacting to this guy's content, which this guy did not like for obvious reasons. But it makes me laugh, and I just figured I would show it off for everyone today.
Someone was saying this is like the new Zoomer incel thing.
Yeah, this stuff is not great on both sides, but don't sit there and make shows pretending that women are the only ones who have to deal with assholes.
When I, as a dude, get fucking harassed on the internet, okay? People are calling me an idiot. They're calling me names, okay? That's entirely different than someone fundamentally undermining your existence by one of your intrinsic characteristics. How are you
yeah, so I agree with what Hasan said here. I think that just because women deal with different kinds of assholes doesn't mean that men don't deal with assholes. And also this guy, I think not Hasan, the YouTuber, is one of the assholes. He talks about a woman. He literally has a video making fun of a woman who's overweight and says that she's anorexic, even though he clearly has no idea what anorexia is, or he doesn't understand it. Because anyone can be anorexic. It's a food disorder. It's an eating disorder. So it affects everyone of all genders, ages, shapes, sizes, colors. It's very weird how he can just act because someone looks a certain way and he doesn't find them attractive, that means that they're now the world's worst person or something. I don't know. I agree with what Hasan said here. I think that he's right, that just because you deal with someone who's an asshole doesn't mean that men don't deal with it too. I just kind of like it. But this is where things get great. I think that this is awesome.
Undermining your existence by one of your intrinsic characteristics. How are you a 14-year-old pasty little incel on the internet? When I make fun of pasty little shit-skinned incels, you're just a pussy, dude. Oh, dude, I don't want to come across like a cringe fucking weirdo like this guy is right now.
So, yeah, he said, I don't want to come across as a cringe fucking weirdo like this guy, or a pasty shithead little incel. And he's so offended by it, even to go as far as to say that he makes fun of his skin color. Is being called pasty offensive to you now? I don't I don't get it. It's literally a term that's described or that describes people who can't be in the sun. Like I don't get it. Why are you so offended by that when there are way more insults or way more worse insults that people could say to you and you just wouldn't be bothered by it. It's a very weird thing to be nitpicky about, in my opinion, of course. I mean, granted, I hear all the time that I'm pasty. Look at me, I'm literally like a fucking ghost in the sun. Like, I don't care. But I just think that being offended by something, especially something as small and civil like this, is just kind of silly to me. But I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Of like pasty little shit skin incels, you're just a pussy, dude. Oh, dude, I don't want to come across like a cringe fucking weirdo like this guy is right now. Hasan, I look up to you, but relax with these personally attacking people that have different opinions with you. It only makes people that have these ideas to turn off and reject your opinion, even if your opinion's right. Again, I respect and I know you mean the best. I admit, I do think you're right. It's something that I'm aware of, okay? It's something that I am aware of. This much of a fucking whore.
I just want to say I agree that Hasan did the good thing here by admitting that he, like, does something, and that there's room for improvement. I think if you admit, or if you refuse to admit that or refuse to recognize that he admitted that, then you're just in the wrong. He literally admitted that he thinks that he needs to work on the fact that he, attacks people personally, but, like, also, I think that people need to realize that this is what his content is, and he's not actually, like, hurting anyone or bullying anyone. He's just talking on the internet. So, like, if you're offended by that, don't watch him, I guess. I don't get it. This is, like, what I do. Like, I sit here and I make fun of people that I find on the internet or crazy things, and people don't get mad. Look at other commentary YouTubers. They do it as well. Like, I don't get why some people are so offended by the fact that this is people's jobs. Like, who cares, you know?
It's something that I am aware of. This much of a fucking horrid, misogynistic weirdo. Dude, shut the fuck up, you stupid, cringe, weirdo nerd, dude. It literally is like, it's so lazy. This kind of argument is so lazy because you already have a built-in audience for it, okay? You're trafficking this argument to an audience that is already receptive to it, that already has that fucking attitude. So you're not even fucking trying. Incel. Why are we watching this incel? Because he's making fire content? What the fuck is wrong with you? That's why we're watching this incel.
Get it, dude, you have sex.
Dude, how about this dude behave like Timmy and not be a fucking toxic, sexist little freak?
I made a tweet. No.
I think that, like, Hasan went a little bit too far there, calling him Timmy, or telling him to be like Timmy. Timmy was way worse than a lot of these other people, like, now in the incel community are, but, like, I don't know. I thought that was pretty funny, but I feel like this dude is going out of his way to be offended about random shit for no reason. He literally has a video making fun of Riot Games for marketing their games to women, when now Valorant is popping off in the women gaming community, and we see tons of women competitors, and he thinks that that's a bad thing. Like, I don't get why that's a bad thing. Just because women want to play video games doesn't make them a bad person. And if you, like, watch this guy's content, I sure I can find clips, but he, like, talks about how like, women just need to be in the kitchen, and he basically did the Burger King feminist, like, attempt, but not, like, or unironically. So it's just very weird to me that he is so offended by this, and I think that, like, anyone who does this, or who, like, goes this far to be offended, that they just chip the fuck out of what was being said, because I believe Hasan did this it was like, so there's a 2.5-hour video somewhere on YouTube of him reacting to this, but I believe it was like an 8-hour stream of him just watching this dude's content, which, I mean, whatever, like, I don't care. I don't care if people watch my content and react to it. It doesn't bother me none, but I think, like, if you do, like, it's a net positive for me. Like, I think that the more exposure that people get, the better. I think the only thing that's bad, which is mentioned in Hasan's long video stream that was from one of his clip channels, is it's good until your fans go harass other people, and I think that's bad, because I don't think that, like, sending people to go harass YouTubers is a good thing, but that's just, I don't know, that's just me. But I think that this guy is just goofy.
a tweet not long ago saying, "Hey, you know, as women, maybe we should stop being victims here and stop calling everyone a misogynist because they make a get in the kitchen joke on Xbox Live. It ain't that deep."
This is awesome, bro. He went and found the one pick me argument, dude. That's great.
And then I just want to end. I don't think that that's a sexist take from Hasan. I don't think that calling someone a pick me girl is sexist. She literally is like not in like or against the consensus from what I can tell. Most people get super offended by if you tell them to go like work in the kitchen. I mean, I would be offended if somebody told me that I wasn't allowed to play video games or make YouTube content based on like the way I look or something. Like I think that's a valid argument, and I think that like this is very cliche to say, but I think that it's a very normal thing for people like to make jokes about that. Also, I don't find the term offensive. I don't know. It's probably just because I'm not a woman, but like I think that it's a normal thing. Now, this is where things get awesome. This is just great. So he did this, and he said that personally he does not care what names Hasan calls me. I'm gonna keep it $1.50. I think that he's wrong for saying that, because if he didn't care, then he wouldn't clip out or take clips of Hasan calling him names, and he wouldn't say he made fun of my skin color again and he made like whatever. I just think it's funny as hell because he says he doesn't care, and then he writes a fucking 9-paragraph essay in his description about how he doesn't care. Like it's just weird to me how someone can say like they don't care and then proceed to write a fucking 9-paragraph essay. But he said, I think people who can't handle that kind of stuff should not be content creators. I literally agree, and I'm not saying that like you should end your YouTube channel, but I think that you're also in this boat. You literally took a bunch of clips of what someone said about you when they were making fun of you, and then they put you on, like they put it in a compilation, and you're mad about it. I don't know. I just think that it's awesome. And then I'm not gonna read the rest of it, but he just said like thing I'm gonna say next is he says, however, I will say that this is the first time I've ever been infuriated watching any piece of content involved around my channel, and over the years I have watched a lot of negative reactions. Maybe just don't be a bitch. Like I don't think he realizes like the content he makes is actually harmful. He like I don't it is harmful. I think it is harmful. He basically takes a bunch of men who are lonely and sad and think that women are like evil or something, and then they end up becoming abusers because if they don't get a woman that's like their perfect woman, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, whatever, they end up like attacking women and becoming abusive, which is a fact. I can pull up data if people in the comments really want, but like I it's pretty certain, like known. Anyways, I just think that like this kind of behavior does lead to harm, and I just think that like him being mad that a big YouTuber or a big streamer reacting to his content is like kind of crazy to me. And I say big streamer because as of making this video on the 25th of May, looking right now, Hasan has 41,000 people watching his content. I would classify that as a big streamer. I think he is one of the top streamers. I think it's him and XQC, and then maybe like Pay Money Wubby and someone else. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that like if you deny the fact that Hasan is a big streamer, you're just wrong. Hasan has, according to his thing, he has 2 million followers. He has 900,000 on his YouTube channel. Like he's a big streamer. This is what they do. Like their entire career, at least for like Hasan, is reacting to people. That is his content, and you might not like it, and that's fine, but like being offended by the fact that somebody made content about you, who like, yes, he was mean. Hasan said some shit that was wrong and kind of like rude, but like it's the internet. If you act like you don't care and then you proceed to take a bunch of clips out of context and just like shit on him for it. But I don't know. I'm kind of rambling at this point, and I just thought that this was one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time, and I just feel like I'm going in circles, and I just want to talk about this and kind of make fun of it because I think that this is one of the goofiest things I've seen in my life, and maybe I'll start watching more content from him. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Thanks.